just listening to that new song out on the radio, which is when the bones are good, the rest don't matter. Paint can peel the glass, but the glass will shatter. That's how I feel about humans in this congealed whatever of bullshit where they think they're greasing some friction resistance to keep open time and space to schnook in microwavable waves and fry the biodegradable skin and bones of the unbeknownst people walking around, which is why I think they're so fucking disgusting at like high science areas of they shouldn't even fucking know it exists. They should be like in a field somewhere tending to a farm and not like trying to find out more exciting like outer space alien like kind of technology for the immortal gods only, which only come in my biodegradable form. So anyway, more importantly, that's why I laugh. I'm like, I know you guys like make a whole career out of Jim Crow laws and like, you don't understand, it was really bad, but shut the fuck up. We're in 2020. We're not in 1940s. 1940s didn't handle, I mean, some of them handled it okay, but not obviously where you learn from. So, there was a point for them. It was really so the evil other white, because I'm one version of white, and then there's a Down syndrome version of my white, right? The Down syndrome people are very evil. And they're the exact same blood type and genetic as you, who are like fighting for like Jim Crow law white people are bad. No, we're not. We're actually star extraterrestrials, much more advanced race than you will ever be on this planet. We're trying to protect your stupid ass from becoming a microwavable TV dinner. But I know it's a Jim. Okay, good. So if I call them cronies, is that better? I mean, what cog does it work where I tell you I'm the good white, I treat all of you exactly the same as stupid little genetic less thans, so this way one of you doesn't microwave oven the skin of the other people that don't know better. I'm not giving you equal status at my level, ever. So a Jim Crow law, yeah, I fucking need something like that to keep all of you less thans in a field somewhere away from, like, dangerous science. And all your curiosity, like scaled redacted back. And keep you busy doing other things. You get that? Good. Because that's what's on the fucking line for you and your idiots and your children that I'm trying to protect, but you're mad at me because like I'm like the racist white lady. No, stupid. I have been equally as civil to every like visage of ugly that I've encountered this entire like length of Quantum. I fucking hate all of you equally for standing in my fucking way. But I'm still responsible for keeping all of your TV dinner biodegradable skins somewhat in check. So if you want to take your fucking like, it's slavery. Yeah, wait till the Chinese and the Down syndrome people have you in slavery of a whole nother kind, because they're gonna fucking microwave you and just like all your skin come off, stupid. Are you cognitively, can you make that like quantum length for me? Great. Okay, get the fuck out of anything important. Because that's where we're at. So, are we all equal? No, we're not. One of us is more genetically superior than the rest of you, and one of us has to keep tabs and make sure that the other non-superior, like the less than genetics, are all cared for and tended to in exact same order, and not one of them lasting for only 50 years, being your melanin-rich color, and then one of them, yellow in color, lasting for like, I don't know, like 100 years? Yeah, there's a little off on my ratios, but you, with your civil rights and the gay rights and then the women's right, I call you fucking rainbow children, I swear to God. It's like, whatever lollipop they give you, you're like, this is the one I got for, I'm gonna get really mad about this one, and my whole career is gonna be about this color lollipop and angry issues, and I'm gonna just stand in front of all the other lollipops and go, no, my lollipop's more important than yours. I'm not gonna let progress happen, because because they gave me this color lollipop, and I'm better than all the rest of you. That's how fucking stupid humans are to advanced race beings from elsewhere. I swear to God. Anyway, getting back to where I was originally with your bones shattering because they're not as important once the glass peels on microwavable TV dinners, biodegrading your skin faster than humanly normal, which is where we're at. I made a very specific choice not to quantum entangle myself and my children with anybody that's less than. I kicked Jason out of the marriage bed as soon as I had Alexander. He wasn't with us when Alexander was being formed. He was kind of sort of briefly there around the time he was conceived. But then he was in New York, I was in Virginia. The entire gestation of Alexander was away from Jason. Notice he's the only child that looks zero like a roamer. He does, like Ben is like a 50-50. Daniel is 100% looking roamer, and Alexander is 100% not looking roamer. Anybody notice that? Right, okay, so, right. Anyway, so that's the way that one worked. But as far as quantum entanglement, my children always stayed home with me 5 days a week. I would go out to work, food shop, whatever, without them, because who wants to expose my children to your disgusting whatever you got going on? I don't even want you looking at my kids. So they stayed quietly at home with me or the nanny, so I didn't have to worry about outside sources trying to connect to their birthdays or their genetics based on the fact that they're coming from a goddess. And then there was zero sleepovers. There was a kid in Ronkonkoma next door called Thomas. Daniel used to love playing with Thomas. I had to teach Daniel that he was responsible for his brother Alexander, and to make sure that if Thomas was beating on Alex, which happened a lot, that it was Daniel's responsibility to stand up for his Alexander and to beat the fuck out of Thomas. And that worked out very well, actually. Okay, so, and then there was like some little kid, Matt, but he had like a limp. His one leg wasn't as long as the other one, whatever. They all played really nicely. And then Alexander made friends in kindergarten with Brian, redhead, around the corner. That was fun. I liked Tracy, that was the mother. But again, no sleepovers in Ronkonkoma. They would go on the weekends to their dad's house. That is the only time that they had quantum entanglement, and it was only 3 weekends out of the 4 per month. That was it. That was the only time that they saw Jason, and most of the time he worked. So it was a couple of hours here and there. So this way they don't have as many memories during their whatever. It was concentrated time, and then they came back quantum length of importance with just me. They had one sleepover friend, which was, they were twins, they were fraternal twins. It was a different Alexander and Evan, they call friend Alex, and his fraternal brother twin. Looks totally different. That's Evan. That was out in Patchogue when they got older. Other than that, they were not allowed to keep friends, have friends. They were, Benjamin, Daniel, and Alexander were the three. They were they're so entangled perfectly because they will go on together with me elsewhere when we're done as mortals, when we're done with this human endeavor of, I don't want you touching my atomic clock, my nuclear clock, my atoms of my skin, of my bones, of my children. You're not allowed. In fact, Tiafrio is the longest, and he's illegally quantum entangled with my children, but I would kick him out of the house randomly, throw all his shit out on the front lawn. Not that he ever got the hint to fucking take it and go back to Nora's couch, but whatever. He's a little slow. But still, it would, even in that situation, it was always me and my kids, and then Tiafrio would disappear for like